let's take a look at what's going on right now. Joining us here at the Japanese Cultural Center is Tim Johns. He's with the Hirono camp, one of the campaign managers. And we want to talk strategy of what was going on during this election season. Because one of the things that Mazie Hirono made a point from the very get-go was that she was closely tied to President Obama. Why make such a strong statement from the very get-go and keep that throughout the campaign?
Well, I think it was easy. Not only was it a political strategy, but it was a true bonding of the values of Hawaii. President Obama clearly represents the values, democratic values that most of us in Hawaii share, and Mazie shares those as well. So it was a natural fit. We also knew that the turnout was going to be very strong for our native son, and that if they turned out with the shared values, we would do very well. And hopefully that's going to be the case tonight.
Now, this was a very costly campaign. You guys spent over $5 million. Linda Lingel's camp, over $5 million. All told, was about $11 million in campaign spending for this. The messages that went out, there are all different kinds of ads, so I wanted to talk a little bit about some of those throughout the course of the campaign. Started off with getting to know ads, letting people know a little bit about Mazie Hirono and what she stood for. And then there was some ads bringing in some Republicans talking about bipartisanship. What were the ads and what were the messages that really got through to people that you guys got some response on?
Well, I think that the ads, getting to know people, I mean, these two candidates, Governor Lingle and Mazie Hirono, have been around for a while, so a lot of people knew them, but they wanted to, you need to reacquaint the citizens with each of the candidates. So I think you're right, that was the beginning part. Then we needed to do a bit of comparison so that people understood what was at stake in this race, and then I think you wrap it up with the people understanding that who represents them the best and what's important to their daily lives, and that's sort of the theme of the campaigning.
Now, as the campaign went on, there were also some campaign, I guess, negative ads throughout the course of this as well, particularly toward the end. Were those ads effective? I know that they were talking at the very end about being positive heading into the election today. Were they effective, and will we see more of those types of campaigns in the future?
Well, I hope not. I mean, I think that a lot of the ads are comparison more than negative. I mean, people would, I know that we tried to make as much strong comparisons as possible. But I think that the people of Hawaii don't really respect negative campaigning at the end of the day. So I'm hoping that won't become, we won't become like the mainland in that respect. So, but you do have to make comparisons, and people do have to live and die by their records. So you have to point those out.
All right. Thank you very much for talking with us, Tim. Once again with Mazie Hirono's campaign, and of course we're waiting for the polls to close so we can get those first numbers and find out what's going on in that race for U.S. Senate. That's the latest from the Japanese Cultural Center. Back to you.